Athletes, you need to stop worrying about ice baths, massage guns, and any other recovery methods if you're not putting any effort into your sleep at all. Just take a look at this study out of Stanford University for their collegiate basketball players. Their three-point and free throw percentage jumped almost 10% after extending their sleep up to 10 hours. Same goes for this extended sleep study with tennis players. Their serve accuracy jumped up over 6% after extending their sleep up to 10 hours as well. Getting to bed early and having good sleep hygiene may not look cool to your friends and it doesn't look good on social media, but if you're a young athlete, what do we care about is you beating your competition on the field, the turf, the court, wherever you're competing, and a good night's sleep is the best performance enhancer you can do. Flip side of the coin, we know that athletes in a sleep-deprived state get injured more often, they get sick more often, and generally their athletic ability, their reaction time, their sprint speed drops once they've had a bad night's sleep. I'm pretty tough on my athletes with their sleep quality, so the biggest question I get from them is, how do I improve my sleep? And I tell them I break it down into two categories: controlling your environment and prepping your body. So the first step is prepping your body. I always tell my athletes that good sleep starts in the morning. So we want them up early in the morning, not sleeping until noon. We want them active throughout the day, whether it's working out in the gym, doing their skills work, and then getting to bed at a reasonable hour. If they are training late afternoon, I try to get them to avoid stimulants. We don't want them to have stimulants past early afternoon. We know caffeine has a 9-hour half-life, so it's another important part about prepping your body is if you do take stimulants to work out, you want to have them in the morning. And lastly, we want to have consistent wake and sleep times. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want my athletes consistently going to bed and waking up at the same time throughout the week. And that includes weekends as well. I find a lot of my athletes go out on the weekends, have fun with their friends, and their early week workouts, maybe on the Monday and Tuesday, suffer because of how late they've stayed up throughout that weekend. The second part of the equation is controlling your environment. So I always tell my athletes, we want your bedroom like a cave, we want it dark, and we want it cool. If you're a little bit later of a sleeper, I think you should invest in some blackout curtains so you're not woken up by that early morning sun. Next, we want to avoid screen time before bed. So don't fall asleep with the TV on and don't be scrolling social media in your bed. If you're more anxiety driven and need to unwind at night, I would look into strategies like yoga, red light therapy, and meditative breathing to help you down-regulate your nervous system just so you can relax and get to bed. So let me know if you do anything differently for your sleep hygiene, how you sleep, and how you think you could improve your sleep.